Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your man, Tim Swain. Listen, I know coronavirus is getting a little less hectic, so some of y'all are planning on traveling and whatnot. And so in this video, I want to give you a couple tips if you're planning a short-term vacation to Ghana. So thanks again for joining me. And as I said in this video, I know coronavirus is looking a little better in some places. So I want to help you, especially if you're thinking about making some short-term travel plans to a place like Ghana. The first thing that you need to do is plan how many travel days you will actually be or want to be in the country. Most people come for a short-term stay for about 7 to 10 days, and they think that I have 7 to 10 days and I'm gonna do all of these great things. And it's possible, but the main things you need to consider is, number one, there has to be included a travel day. In most cases, for example, if I'm traveling from the US to Ghana, I have to include one additional day of travel on both sides of my trip. And the second thing I have to include in planning my actual days that I'm going to travel is what kind of stuff do I want to do? The second thing, if you're considering a short-term vacay in Ghana, is to plan a realistic budget. Now in this video, I'm not gonna break down all the numbers around plane tickets and stuff like that, but I will tell you that the top 3 expenses on your short-term vacation in Ghana is gonna be the airfare. And depending on what time of year, your plane ticket may range, from the US that is, it may range from around $1,000 to about $2,500. Depending on how you travel. Most folks are gonna travel coach, not first class. Of course, if you're traveling first class, then that's gonna be a lot more. The second big expense is gonna be your housing. Your housing will be determined based off of where you stay. Will you stay with a friend? Will you stay with your cousin and them that's over here? Or will you stay like at the top of the line motels or hotels, Holiday Inns? Get it? But either way it goes, your airfare, your housing, and then one of the last major expenses is probably gonna be your transportation. And one of the things that I recommend that you do leads me to my next point, which is the third thing that you want to plan if you're considering a short-term vacation in Ghana, and that is plan to download the Uber and the Bolt app. I recommend these apps because when you come to Ghana, it's probably one of the easiest ways to maneuver around, especially if you stay in the greater Accra area and your sites and tourism places are around in this area. When you go to the other regions of Ghana, you may not get that Uber, you may not get that Bolt. But if you're in the general Accra area, I guarantee you this will probably be one of the best ways to travel. The fourth thing that you want to plan is plan to learn a little of the culture before you get here. One of the things that I recommend that you do is just simply get on social media and follow some of the important Ghana news outlets so you'll have an idea about what's going on in the country before you get here. You can even Google certain things like how to learn popular phrases in Tree. So when someone says Akwaba, you'll know what that means. If someone asks you, yo, that's a saying, you know what that means. So familiarizing yourself with these little things will help you just a little bit more when you're here in Ghana. The fifth thing that you need to consider if you're planning a short-term vacation in Ghana is plan the time of year that you want to travel. Now, I have traveled to Ghana all times of the year, and I can tell you that from firsthand experience, the cheapest time to travel is normally any time outside of late May through August or the latter part of December. And that is simply because when it gets to late May through August, the tickets are normally more expensive. For example, if I'm traveling from the States to Ghana in September or any dates outside of the ones I just mentioned, then your tickets may range from about $900 to about maybe $1,200, depending on where you're coming from. But if you're traveling in the summertime, your tickets are gonna average somewhere around $1,500 to up to $2,000+. So plan the time of year that you want to travel. Another thing to consider is the different seasons in Ghana. Not gonna go into all of that on this video, but you can definitely just go Google the different times of year and the pros and cons of each one. The next thing that you need to consider if you are planning a short-term vacation to Ghana is something that a lot of people miss, and I'm gonna help you out right now, okay? You need to plan on having at least 2 chill/relaxation, like I ain't doing nothing days. The first day that you arrive in Ghana, and then the first day that you arrive back at your home country. Let me tell you why. Jet lag is oh so real. And when you get here, after being on a plane for X number of hours, you's gonna be tired. And especially if you come a time of the year where the humidity slaps you in your face like the Incredible Hulk, you're gonna be tired. So you make sure to plan you a rest day when you come to Ghana. And also plan a rest day once you go back to your home country. Because if you're in a place like Ghana, the culture is very chill, it's relaxed. And if you're jumping back into an environment like the US, you are gonna get a little frustrated by that up tempo. So you might as well just plan 2 of those days on the front end of Ghana and on the back end of returning to the United States or your home country. The other thing that you need to consider if you are planning a short-term vacation to Ghana is plan to be overcharged, plan to be frustrated, plan to be a little bit irritated. I oftentimes tell people, if you are coming to a place like Ghana, you are coming into a new culture, new world rules, new traditions, and just a new way of doing life. And inevitably, anytime you're integrating or even exchanging in a new culture, there is friction that's going to happen. So when you come, just know there's gonna be some ultimate inevitable frustrations, irritations, you know, those kind of things that happen, and it's just a part of the process. It's not a sign that you don't ever need to come back, but just expect it as a normal part of the process. The next thing that you need to consider is plan to have travel notices to your major service providers. Things like your bank, your cell phone, and your insurance companies. I often tell people that when it comes to banks and your cell phone companies, you want to let them know that you're traveling outside of the country so that you don't get hit with any big bills if you're trying to withdraw money from an ATM or you're making phone calls back home and you're getting charged all of those international minutes. But in most cases, if you just simply make a phone call and let them know you're going to be traveling, especially when it comes to the banks, you can sometimes get those fees waived. And if you are traveling and you let your cell phone providers know, then in most cases, they'll have some kind of international plan that will assist you. And last but not least, if you are considering a short-term vacation in Ghana, plan to have some fun. There are so many things to do, especially if you're coming, you know, from a place like the US. You probably have a lot of money, you know what I'm saying? You know how y'all be traveling, thousands upon thousands of dollars. But just know that, hey, you're gonna have a great time. It's gonna be an amazing experience. You're gonna meet a lot of great people, but most importantly, it's gonna be an experience that will transform your life. So once again, thanks for joining me today. These are my tips if you plan on making a short-term vacation to Ghana. If you like this video, make sure you hit that button. Make sure you subscribe. Until next time, peace.
Set up, made a bang.